Can be on. And then I have some slides, but if we can just go around quick, and some of us know each other, or we at least know each other virtually, but if you can just share like what brought you here, or kind of maybe why you coach, why you want to coach. I think starting with that would be best if you can share. I know if you just have this on and you need to stay muted, like by all means, no worries. But if someone wants to go first and just share that, like a little bit about yourself and kind of what brought you here.
I can start. I'm Angie. I'm underneath Brianna Mueller. And she really encouraged me. For me at first, it was just kind of to help my, like, get through anxiety and all of that. And then I realized, like, as a teacher, like, I could really take this somewhere. Like, I love helping people become the best versions of themselves. And so I really found a passion and love for it. And I have one coach under me right now and just need that other one to go Emerald. So I figured this would be a great call to jump on to. But yeah, I just have been loving it, and I figured you would have some awesome tips to share.
Oh, good. Hopefully I do. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, teachers make the best coaches. I think for me, it's like the best parts of teaching is coaching. You know, you don't have any behavior issues, no drama, and it's just you work with who wants to work with you. I agree. Who else can go?
I can go next. Oh, Kelly, go ahead.
Go ahead, Amber.
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm Amber. I am also under Brianna. I am a executive assistant at a college for our VP of Student Enrollment and Student Affairs. So I kind of have a little bit of, I don't want to say teaching experience because I haven't actually taught, but experience like helping people in situations like that. So that is kind of like part of my drive to, like, I want to help recent like college graduates like find something that can help them and get into like a normal routine and things, because for me that was very hard. So that's kind of why I'm here. So.
Good. Yeah, that makes total sense. Kelly, can you still share? How are the kids doing?
They're good so far. Just making sure to climb on the table. I'm Kelly. My coach is Katie Hovey, and I am a trainer. I teach at a credit union for new employees that start. So I teach them what their new job is and what they're going to do. I just really like helping people, and I would share my story like at work, and everyone, like a bunch of people at work, joined in with me. And so really excited just to be doing it with them and helping them. So yeah, I really like it. It makes me happy, and it's helped a ton with stress. I've learned to take care of me. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I have 2 toddlers. They're 18 months apart, and I really struggled with taking care of myself. And so now I do it.
Awesome.
And that's one of my toddlers.
Jody, can you share?
Sure. I'm Jody. Amanda Braithwaite is my coach. I came in under her. She just encouraged me to become a coach because I would talk about it. People would ask me, "Oh, what do you do? What do you mean you work out? What do you mean you get up at 4:30 in the morning to work out?" Well, this is what I do. And and she's like, "You're a natural. You should just do it." And I'm like, "Okay." And then a friend asked me, she said, "I want to get into Beachbody, but I want you to be my coach." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'll do it." So I jumped on. Literally, I'm only like a month into this. So I'm just taking in everything. I'm trying. I have three girls that I'm coaching, but I don't have anybody but I haven't even really tried either, like, because I'm so new at all of this. So
yeah, sometimes
just taking it all in.
So coaching found you.
It did.
Yeah,
it did.
Good. And then I can't tell, Mac, I don't know if you'll be able to share.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Did I have a bunch of road noise? Okay. So I was really big into Beachbody and working out in like 2018 when I was getting ready to get married. And then I had 2 pregnancies back to back. So then my fitness journey just kind of went on the wayside because I was pregnant for 2 years in a row. And so now I'm starting to get back into it. And since COVID hit in March, I just have really loved being home with my kids. And so if I could take this and turn it into more than just a side gig and be able to stay home with them, that would be awesome. And right now my big goal is, because my husband's a rancher, and so cattle prices are all crap. And so my goal is for me to be able to like buy my boys Christmas presents. I have 3 kids, to be able to buy like their Christmas presents and not feel guilty about it. So
I love that. I got a taste of the COVID staying home life too, and I really want it. Let's see. What else is fun? Heather, do you want to? We're just sharing what brought us here.
Well, am I the only Heather? Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I like what I initially joined Beachbody just for the discount, or the coaching part just for the discount. And then, I mean, I knew I wanted to, you know, get into the business eventually and run some challenge groups and things like that. And I just started, September 1st was my first challenge group. So just starting to get into it. And I don't know, I just really, I work full time as a nurse. I have thought more and more that I would love to be able to spend a little bit more time each day on my Beachbody stuff, because I really like how it makes other people feel and how it makes me feel. Yeah, so I'm just kind of curious as to see how I can grow my own little business, I guess. And I like competition and challenges, and I just love being with women like this who think like this and just positive vibes. So I do have like a bunch of student loans to pay off, but I mean, I haven't even like set a goal like to use this money to pay for that or anything like that. It's just I don't know. I'm just beginning, I feel like.
Good.
Sorry.
All right. Brittany, hey. You want to say anything?
Oh, I didn't know what you guys were doing. You just
Oh,
introduced
weird. I'm
yourself.
just making everybody introduce themselves and just hear what brought them here. And then I'm going to
Okay.
share some slides.
I think in a nutshell, it's kind of what Heather said, how like the community like builds me up and builds others up. I think it's amazing. It's just an amazing community, and it changed my life, and that was kind of what did it for me.
Yes, definitely. I agree. Okay, I'm going to share some slides I put together. And then I probably will share these in the team page too, so that I don't know if we'll take the time to actually, I linked one video if people wanted it, but I don't know that we'll watch it right tonight. Can you guys see these? Oh, it's loading. Hold on. So first of all, I just wanted to show and share like what is Emerald, and then I wasn't sure who was all coming on tonight, so I just put on the side here too what the next rank is, which is Diamond. So we'll talk a little bit about what it actually is, and then we'll talk about how to get there, and then I have some things for you to do at the end. But so Emerald is just you, and then you have to stay active, which is 50 PV, so like a Tub of Recover is 52 PV or something on auto ship. And then you have a left leg and a right leg is how the system is set up. And so you will add coaches on those legs. So if you sign up a customer, that's awesome. They don't end up on your legs. They just go in your system as a customer. So this is just people that decide to sign up as a coach. Now they don't have to be working business coaches. So for example, my coach is Andrea Hansen, and I signed up, and for 3 years I was a challenger, but I was a discount coach, we would call them. So I love the products. I use Shakeology. The cheapest way to get it is to be a coach. There's no coaching requirements. So you can always feel free to offer this to your customers, especially people that get Shakeology on auto shipment or they're Energize and Recover or whatever they do, because they're going to save money. Even though you pay $15.95 for the coach monthly membership fee, if you buy almost anything per month, it saves you money because you get a 25% discount. So you need one on the left, one on the right. And like I said, they don't have to be active working coaches. They just need to want the discount at least. And they just have to have a PV of 50 each month to stay active. So once you do that, you're Emerald. And then I have a picture then of what Diamond is. Diamond is 4 on each leg, and then one of each of those goes Emerald. So essentially it's 12 coaches, or 12 discount coaches. So I'll let this video, I'm not going to play it, but I linked it because one of the things you can do to get yourself halfway to Emerald, and also it's an extremely smart business move, is to sign up an account that you can run. So a lot of times it's a spouse account. So it can be a spouse, a parent, or, and correct me if I'm wrong, Brittany, but I think a child of yours, but they have to be 18 or older. Are those the 3? Because siblings don't count. So an account that you could run. So for example, I signed up my spouse, and you want them signed up to be under you first. So in one of those first spots, because if I can go back a slide, see when you're in the Diamond, as you go down, like you are below other coaches. So you don't want your spouse to be like the 3rd one down. You want them right up there first, because if you watch this video, it'll give you more reasons. But certain things, like now I will sign up people that order Beachbody on demand and they don't want anything else. I'll sign them up on my spouse's account. We share the same bank account, and that will give my spouse commission, and it will give me more volume, which then I can have bigger team cycle bonuses. Emerald also unlocks team cycle bonuses. So it's like giving yourself a pay raise. So that's kind of why you want to get there. And also why one of those spots should be an account you can run. I also had my mom signed up at one time, and basically we just talked, and I just used the product, and my husband uses the product too. So we used enough product where I could just order some beach bars or whatever on her account. She didn't want to make money off of it by no means, but she let me use her email and stuff to sign people up. Now she doesn't have to pay taxes on the money unless I would make over $600 on her account, and I just make sure that I never do. Now that I have more of my own working coaches, I have since canceled her account, but when I was trying to get myself to Diamond, before I had any working coaches, I had my mom and my spouse, and those were my Emeralds, and then I added other coaches. So I actually you don't need necessarily anyone else to go Diamond. But so does anybody have questions about like what is Emerald or what it looks like, or just those basic pieces? So once you get an account you can run signed up, then you just need one more. And I'm going to give some tips and stuff that we're going to do. But do people have questions right now about those things? Feel free to shout them out. Okay, so these are the 3 things that I'm going to have us do as action. And I have some examples of them here in the next slides. So what I don't want you to think that going Emerald is hard. I literally think you can do this overnight. So you're going to make a post when we're done with this call, or maybe while we're on it, we'll see what people feel like. You're going to make a post. I'm going to give you some ideas or thoughts on what you can post. Transformations are always really good ones to post. So a lot of you have some amazing results. I mean, I'm just looking at some of the faces down here. Kelly has amazing results. Brittany has amazing results. I don't follow everyone on social media, but transformation, and it doesn't always have to be like a big weight loss one. It can be other things. So also in your post, stay away from using the words like Beachbody, Shakeology, those types of things. That's just my personal opinion. This is your business, so take what you want from this. You are the CEO. You get to run it however you want. I personally take those out, and I call them like my library of virtual workouts, my Netflix of workouts, my accountability group, my superfoods shake, my whatever. I use those instead, because I think when we throw in the word Beachbody, then people don't need you. They can go to the site, Google Beachbody, and go sign themselves up, and then they're going to be linked to a random coach. And they'll be inspired by you, but they don't end up being your person. And then at the end of your post, have a CTA. That's just a call to action. And that used to overwhelm me, but really it's simple. You're going to tell a story, and you're going to share something that is, think about your life. Like you guys, when you first shared who you were, why you're here, all of you told me things of why you love this, what this community has done for you. You're going to share that, and you're going to share what used to be hard and what's not anymore, or what's improved, or how your life has changed. And you're just going to share that. And at the very end, you're going to say, leave me or drop a heart if you want me to send you more info. Send me the words "I'm in," and I'll send you all the details. You're going to just say one line at the end to let people know that, hey, I'm not just here to be inspiring. I can also help you. I think sometimes in this day and age, people are posting their workouts and stuff on social media like normal. Not everybody is a coach like we are. And so make sure that at the end you have a line or something that tells them what to do to get in contact with you, or what to do if they want more information. Because they don't assume that because you're sharing a workout or sharing a transformation that people will know that you can help them. They might be inspired by you. They might think that's awesome for you. They'll cheer you on, but they won't necessarily know that your doors to your shop is open and you can actually help people. After your post, like the next day, you're going to go through and see who's liked your post, who's commented. Maybe somebody's actually directly messaged you, and you are going to send them an invite. And really, I think that's a conversation starter. You're just going to say, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. It's not easy to post stuff like that. Do you want to know any more about the group that I'm running? And if you don't have a group yet, don't worry. I invited people to my uplines group. So all of your uplines have accountability groups. And if you don't have your own started yet, start one or invite them to join your uplines. It's totally fine. And then after, you're going to offer the preferred customer discount. So once they've been in conversation with you, they say, yes, I do want to do this. They've picked things out, and I'm going to show you on the next slides here what that looks like. You'll follow it up by offering the coach discount. And I like to call it the preferred customer discount. I'll show you what I say on the next slide. Let's start with the post. So I've just pulled some random ones. Here's one from Brittany, and I love how she uses the word you. That's a great thing to tell a story. Instead of saying, I did this, you can just switch it and say, you couldn't believe what you were seeing in the screen, in the mirror, in the picture, whatever. And she's telling a story of what she felt like, but by saying you, the reader is going to put themselves in your story. So whatever that pain point was for you, that's what you want to talk about. Amber, you shared when we were just introducing ourselves about how the transition from college into the real world and getting a good routine down or a healthy routine was super hard for you. You should talk about that. Those are your people. Me, I talk a lot about mom life. I gained 50 pounds with every pregnancy. I was pregnant for 3 straight years with 3 kids, and I gained 50 pounds every time, and it worked every time. Here's one from Katie. Katie, I have this picture because she did a sweaty selfie picture, but you can see her face is totally changed. So not all the time do you have to post like this one over here where it's a huge weight loss, unbelievable picture. You could do a sweaty selfie difference. You can see Katie's eyes are way more lit up. Here's Nicole's. She's just talking about her accountability group that she's in. She's giving some motivation at the end. She says, hey, P.S., only 4 months left to 2020, and then might as well do something for yourself. Right before it, she says, message me. You get to decide. I love this one from Katie. She's consistent, and so because she's shared that she runs groups, now she can just write this short one like, hey, what if you started today? Send me the message. Like, don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be something major or really profound. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. And then here's some conversations that I have. So if you look over here, well, for me, it's on my left of my screen. This is an example of words that I send to people. I start with this first part where I say, should I send you more info on my virtual boot camp? They might say yes, they might say no, and they might totally ghost you. It's totally fine. You're going to get way more ghosts and no's than you are yeses. So just do your personal development and move on. It's not personal. There we go. Sorry. Words are super hard. This is why I do most of my work for coaching in the morning. They write back yes. Then I switch the things over and ask them how their health and fitness is going, what goals do they have, and I say, what have you tried before in the past, what hasn't worked? And so I make them answer some questions so that they know this is about you, this isn't about me, and I want to know about you. And so then they tell me stuff, and then I tell them that I can help them with that. And then I ask them if they can stream a 30-minute workout 5-ish days a week. And that right there is like, they get to think like, oh, yeah, I think I could do that. I can do that. That's manageable. And that's the belief you're pumping into them. And then I let them know that I'll send them a picture of the best deals right now. So over here on the right of the screen are 2 pictures, and I can also drop these in the comments, but these are 2 pictures I like to use. This is the one on the bottom is just the BOD challenge pack, and the MBF one is going on, it's the sale this month, stuff that they get. So it gives them a good visual, and I let them know that I like the middle pack, or in the MBF one, it's the pink pack, because it's the one I use. And then I don't go into telling them anything else. I don't tell them what Shakeology is or anything else. I just let them know that I use the middle pack. And what questions do you have now? You guys, a lot of times they came to you because they want to do what you're doing, and so they don't even care what Energize and Shakeology and things are. They just are like, yeah, I need to try what you're doing. And so I don't go into answering other questions until they actually ask about it. And then if they do say, yeah, what's the difference? What's Shakeology? Then I'll do a voice memo back or something, and I'll say, oh, it's this. Then in the middle one, this is how I ask them if they want to be on the preferred customer discount, which is signed up as a coach, right? I say, last question, would you prefer to be signed up as a customer or a preferred customer? And I let them know how they can save money, and also that they could cancel this at any time with no penalty or no fee. And I sometimes add on to, like, because we know this isn't a quick fix, I would maybe I'd recommend the preferred customer discount, but let's do whatever is comfortable with you. Let me know. Then you send them a share a cart link. So that's kind of the verbiage, but again, I can share these slides in the team pages so that you can have them, because I'm kind of going fast. But I strongly recommend that you take these and put them in your own words, because these things didn't work for me right away, because I was using my coach's words, and until I tweaked them to have the things that I talked like, that's when they started working for me. Like, my coach asked like 6 questions. I only asked 2 because I don't like small talk. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, if she asked me 6 questions, I think I'd ghost her. I won't even respond. So you have to do what fits you and what will fit your people. So for me, it's 2 simple questions. I don't ask anymore. I get to the point. But other people do it different ways, and it works however it fits you. But always do what fits you. So let me stop sharing. Okay. What questions do people have? Maybe like about the assignment of make a post and have a call to action, and then go back tomorrow, send some invites. And then anyone who ends up saying yes, ask those people if they want to be a preferred customer. See, it's super simple. I will share though that I did take many months to go Emerald. When I first started, I had it built up in my mind to be super hard. I know it's not that hard anymore, but if you're thinking, yeah, she doesn't know. Yes, I thought it was hard. It took me a while too. Disclaimer.
The biggest thing that you need to keep in mind is that it is a gift. You are here because it's changed your life. And so don't let that stop you from changing somebody else's life. You're just sending them a simple invite. And like, you've already used the product, you swear by it, you've done the biggest scary thing to reach out and say you want to be a coach. I mean, look, we all love discounts. Don't be the judge on who gets the discount or not.
Yeah.
Even so.
I heard in a podcast one time, if you're feeling nervous about the tasks and things, then it's really kind of and this is someone else's words, I'm not calling you guys selfish, but because I was nervous too, that it's really selfish because you're just thinking about yourself and you're not thinking about the people that you're trying to go serve. I don't know if that helps your mindset around some of the things. Heather, you were unmuted. Do you have any questions, or maybe you were just unmuted the whole time?
Oh, I can't think of any right now. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me super nervous to think about Emerald and then down the road, Diamond. I did some YouTube soul searching yesterday, and I watched some Melanie Mitro YouTube, and holy buckets. I just, you guys make it seem like it's really not as hard as my mind makes it seem. So I don't know. And she did say that sometimes you just don't get it till you start adding coaches either. So, and maybe that's when it'll click for me. I don't know.
Yeah, just start doing is what I think is the biggest thing, because I totally was on, like, I told Andrea, my coach, like, I'm on a need to know basis. Like, if I don't need to know this, then I don't have room to put this in my brain. Like, I know that I need to be making posts. I know that I need to get myself results, and I follow the tracker, and I'm just going to do the activities. If you do that, like, all these things will just happen. They will. If you do the tracker consistently or as best you can, you keep getting better at it, then it just happens. But I know it feels like an uphill battle to start with, especially when you go down the YouTube rabbit hole. Are you a
Yeah, I should not do that.
Personal development junkie?
Yes, yeah.
So I am too, and so I tell my girls that we can't be ODing on the PD, because then you like get frozen and you can't do anything because you're like, I'm not doing anything very well. So
yeah,
I've definitely been there.
Yeah. Okay.
What's everybody else think about this Emerald stuff and just everything?
I'm excited. I'm really motivated by it. So I'm really glad I could be on the call. So
good. Yeah, oh my gosh, you've been hitting SC numbers and all kinds of things. Just start asking them if they want to be a preferred customer. You'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Good.
I'm guessing like if you signed up your spouse, like you guys were married and whatever else, I'm engaged now, and I would love to sign up my fiance as a coach, because he does Beachbody and he orders like the performance packages and all that. Like,
oh yeah,
how would you go about with that discussion to be like, hey, you should do this for me, thanks?
Pretty much. Like, I just told mine, like, okay, I want to start coaching, and the first thing you're supposed to do, they tell you, is to sign up your spouse. I don't really know like what this will all be, but I'm gonna put like half order, put my Energize and Recover on one, and this. Well, now he drinks Shakeology and the whole bit, and my kids eat the Beachbody. I mean, like, we got Beachbody stuff coming out our ears. But yeah, I just said, well, the worst it's gonna cost us is $15.95, and if I sign like, a couple people up a month, like, it'll just pay for it. So yeah, he didn't get it right away, so don't worry about it. They don't need to get it. That was a big hurdle for me too. I thought that I needed him 100% on board, and that's just not the truth. We don't need it. They'll figure it out when we start bringing in money. Sadly, that's what for me happened, but that's just maybe how men's brains work. Good question though. And just make sure you get him linked to you so that he's under you and on your team.
Yes.
Yeah. How about anybody else?
I guess, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am just starting to do like this whole coaching business for real since like August, and I was signed up underneath a different coach, but she kind of quit coaching. So then I got signed up under Brianna, and I used my spouse as an account because mine has to be inactive for 6 months.
Oh yeah.
So what is like any advice for that, or just try to find some coaches before the 6 months?
Yeah, I would just build his account, because if you're gonna be, and like you mentioned, you want to do this so that you can like stay home. So that's like a lifetime. So if you're gonna be in this for a lifetime, like you're gonna end up building both accounts. So like I have coaches on my spouse account now and stuff like that, and you'll eventually want both accounts built anyway. So I guess I would just build his when your account can be activated. I would sign yourself up under him is what I think I would do. Yeah.
Okay. And then I have another question
Yeah.
because I'm really struggling with time management. I have an 8-year-old, a 1-year-old, and then a 3-month-old. And I teach, and we live in the middle of nowhere. So the boys and I, we literally have an hour drive to school.
Oh.
So we leave at 6:30 in the morning, and we don't it's 5:30 here, so I'm on Mountain Time, and I'm not even home yet.
Oh my
And
God.
so I get up at 4 usually, unless it's Bentley, my baby wakes me up earlier. But I get up at 4 and then drink so I can be ready by 5:30, so I can get the boys up and get them out so we can all leave. And then I get home and it's like supper time and everyone's starving and hangry and baths, and so then it's like chaotic. And then at 8:30 or 9, when everybody's in bed and I can really focus on the coaching stuff, I am utterly exhausted. So
do you see your hour drive lasting?
What I should do?
Yeah. Do you think that your hour drive will be like a forever thing or a long time thing?
Yeah, it'll be forever until I can quit teaching.
Okay.
Because, hold on. Because we just moved out to the ranch. Like, I live in northwestern South Dakota, so there's nothing. Like, we live an hour and a half from the nearest Walmart, and then the nearest town I teach in is a 45 to an hour drive, and it's a town of 300 people. Like,
yeah.
We just, like, out in the middle of nowhere.
I'll have to think more about it, but I would the only thing I can think of right now is like trying to use your car time like for personal development or something like that. I know you have kids in the car, so it might not work, but just any super small pocket of time. Like,
no, I always listen to podcasts when I'm driving, and then I've told myself that like I really need to be intentional when I'm at school. So even like when I'm in the bathroom pumping, I'm like trying to do corrections or at least work on my business. I'm like, I either need to work on Beachbody stuff or get my teaching stuff done so I can like get out of here faster. So yeah. I don't know. And then I've been just trying to like go gung ho with the Beachbody stuff because we have 4-day school week. So I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've been trying to like just go gung ho on it when I'm home for my 3 days.
I think you're on the right track. Use the small pockets of time, even if you can just, like I was going to say, I usually have my phone with me when I go to the bathroom, and that's an alone time. So I follow a bunch of people, like, and then that's one thing off the box. So yeah. And then go gut crazy on your 3 days. I think that's definitely doable. That might just be what it has to be for right now.
My other, more like my thought was Candace has run 20-minute boot camps. That might be something that you have a target market in because you're not alone with people with long commutes and long days and things like that. Minus the children and stuff. I had the long commute, got up at 4, did that kind of stuff. Okay. But the other, so like maybe try like a 20-minute boot camp. And then I guess kind of just really evaluate your routines that you have. Like, if you're meal prepping, how you're meal prepping, see if you can simplify stuff to make more time is my only thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Anybody else? Thoughts? Okay, awesome. Thanks for being on, ladies. I'm going to post these slides for you guys in the team page and things so that you can go back to the conversation slide and to the task slide. And I hope that you all actually go and do them because I just know that you guys can just all go Emerald. This would be so fun to see you guys and get to shout you out on Thursday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for being on.
Mhm.
All right. See you ladies. Have a good night.
Yeah.